Hey folks, Papa Boris here, playing some more Into the Breach. Let's finish up island number 2 with the flame behemoths. We got big leader the spider, which is weirdly a much less scary enemy than the non-leader version of this. So the nice thing about this is we do have the range, or one of the range upgrades. Can I? Okay, can I just, yeah. We have the one range upgrade on this, which makes it a little bit easier to light these spider eggs on fire. Then when the spiders hatch, they're on fire, so they just die. And the other cool thing is that the other enemy here is the Scion. So in this first level, should not have many or any difficulties getting this thing lit, wiping out some eggs and seeing what happens. One thing I can't remember is whether the spiders that come out of here get the blast scions thing. I believe that there's like this thing called like lesser enemies that don't count as enemies. They don't give experience when they die. And I think that they don't have the blast ability, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, like, see, like I can kill this thing right here and it'll be fine. Okay, so it's nice. This is actually a stroke of luck that this spider attacked here. It's just wasting its attack. I can take care of it later. So what are we going to do here? I just need one thing to take care of this spider. I guess it would have been nice if this egg was here. I could target this space, push the mama into the spider, and then knock it out and do an extra damage. Basically, we just have to decide who's going to take care of this little spider and how are we going to take care of the mama. So maybe one obvious thing would just be to light the mama on fire and then just push her. While blocking a spawn, then I could use my teleporter to take care of the spider. It's kind of a boring play, but that might just be the best thing simply because... Oh, hang on, this is an interesting idea. I didn't even think of this. I could teleport now. Okay, that seems good. If I teleport now, then when I shoot the mama spider, it pushes the spider onto a spawn. So it's going to die, block a spawn, and light this on fire so enemies won't stand here in the future, so that's good. And other than that, I think we'll just do this. Light the Scion on fire so that it dies. Maybe that's not the smartest thing, because if I'm blocking a spawn, then there's no enemies, so there's nothing that has the blast ability. But on the other hand, if I didn't come over here to do this, then something would have spawned and it would have had the blast ability. Okay, yeah, so I'm fine with my choices. Okay, so this time that spider has to be dealt with. This spider wastes its attack. This spider wastes its attack. Okay, you know what? I've been thinking, like, I feel like I've just been getting very lucky with enemies wasting their attacks, just kind of in general. Okay, this is lucky. This one attacks before this one, so if I swap with them, it'll kill that one. And my artillery's trapped in here by all these eggs. Okay, so I do have to worry about this, though. If I teleport, I still can't get out with my artillery. Hang on. So what if I did something like this? No, it doesn't work. The artillery still can't get out to shoot this directly, and I can't shoot here because then it would push the spider into the building. So it's actually kind of like a weird situation with that spider. If I use my teleporter on this spider. Okay. What are the other options here? I mean, I could just shoot the mama again, push kill this spider, push this spider under there, have it block a spawn, and then I'm free to do whatever I want. Okay, let's try it that way. So we'll do this. Now this thing dies, it explodes harmlessly, doesn't hit a building or anything like that, and you're gonna die. So I think the best move is probably to go here and do this anyway, just because it knocks out 2 spider eggs, and then it leaves me with my teleporter, rather boring, but we'll go here. Just teleport that out of the way, and I don't need to use my extra move. So I do take damage. Did I notice that was happening and just not care? I guess I would have still done it, but I'm not sure if I noticed that. I mean, it does put Henry down at 1 HP, so I gotta be a little careful about that. Okay, so we got 2 enemies coming out, plus a spider egg. A mosquito and a spider, both with lots of mobility, and both alpha versions. So luckily the mosquito wasted its attack. I could have flown here and attacked the corporate tower. So we've got 3 critical things. This spider, that spider, and 2 enemies spawning. Honestly, kind of a tough second to last turn. Alright, well, I mean, I could just shoot and push the spider into fire, which doesn't kill it. If I go here, I will die because the spawn. I can't quite fly there, unfortunately. I can't actually use my teleporter to get rid of this spider. I can swap from here, from here, or from here, but all of those with the upward attack, it would be attacking into a building. This feels very lame. Just like, kill a spider, and yeah. What, teleport with, or push this thing? There's just not a whole lot I can do about this, because obviously I don't want my person to die. Okay. Um, yeah, I was thinking, like, if I teleported with the spider, then punched it, that would kill it, but then these two spiders, I can't deal with both of them with one artillery shot. Yeah, such an awkward situation. Alright, so I guess we'll go here. We'll push this spider into the fire. Tragically, it's not quite in the path of the mosquito. You actually can't shoot this spider at all, hilariously. If I go here and push this spider, it'll still be attacking a building. Gosh, this is just not working out today. Alright, I can't fly here to make it die. Alright, well, just zippity-zown, awkwardness all around. We're going to have 3 enemies spawning. We got these 3 enemies still here, so we're going to have 6 enemies in the final turn. The one good thing about this whole mess is that a lot of these building spaces have fire in front of them, or one of my mechs in front of them, so the enemy isn't going to have the easiest time having targets. So I'm just hoping that, like, they all kind of waste their turns doing nothing. Oh, there's a little spot right there. Damn, missed that spot. And there's a spot there. Oh, jeez. Oh, and you're going to web my teleporter. Oh my god, this is insane. Alright, well, sometimes you get the goat, and sometimes the goat gets you. So you're webbed. Okay, so there is, I think, this move, which will set this on fire, push into a rock, hurting it, and kill it. And kill the spider so my artillery can move. Now my artillery can go here to save... oh, this thing's actually going to die. Right, so I don't care about that at all. I do need to get rid of that spider. If it wasn't for that, I would actually shoot this thing. Actually, no, I would not shoot that thing. Never mind. I would, I guess, shoot this thing for the experience. But I gotta get rid of the spider. So, okay, we'll do that. We'll just, I guess I could do this. That also kills the spider. And then, maybe my teleporter can do something useful. But, no, there's nothing useful for my teleporter to do, actually. So, we'll just, call it a day. Okay, that was hairy on the last round, as I expected, but at the end of the day, no grid damage, and got both missions. My people don't have as much experience as I might like, but we are probably going to do a 3rd island, so there'll be a chance to make up for that. And hopefully we get offered a good weapon. I've actually been kind of lucky that I have just only the basic weapons, and I've still only taken 1 grid damage, which was preventable. So I think I maybe have just been very lucky with enemies and choosing to waste their attacks. This. I mean, Christ. Problem is, my conservative person, Henry, is not someone I really want on the teleporter tank, because the teleporter flies, so it makes Henry's special ability totally wasted. Plus, I do want the switching thing on the teleporter. This just... I mean, you can make it +1 size, +1 use. Is that ever more useful than teleport swapping? Flying is a good ability, but I don't really... Well, okay, I could, like, put flying on my prime mech, so it still can walk through enemies, and then put conservative Henry here and use this. Or I could, like, put it on the... No, that's... Alright, I'm going to take this. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do about it, but let's see what's offered here. Okay, this is good. Definitely good. This is actually fine. It's not a bad weapon. It does something that, you don't normally get to do. This is actually a pretty cool passive, though I don't think I need it. Okay, so we're gonna get this and get 2 power cores. Maybe if I had an extra star somewhere, I could actually consider buying this as well. Problem is, this is not really upgradable, so like you get something out of it, but it's not, a huge thing. It's fun to put on artillery, let the artillery have something to do when it gets webbed or whatever, but I don't have an extra star unless I'm selling my pilot, so I think I'm not going to do that right now. So, who gets the tank? It's a little bit tricky for this squad. I think it actually weirdly should be my prime mech, just because this attack is a push, and so the tank having a push is kind of similar. Yeah, we'll do that. I'll put my 2 power cores on this, and I guess that's all I'm getting. Oh, I guess I got this in case I need a shield. You really need the +1 size on this for it to be more relevant. Having to get right up next to something is a bit tough, but, well, this is why we're doing another island, is we're hoping to just get a lot of power cores. I guess I don't want to give up immunity to fire with this squad, but we need bonus movement for everybody, except for you, I guess. We need to make this tank better. The health and the damage are actually both pretty solid. So yeah, I want a lot of power cores. I mean, heck, we could even do a 4-island run to get all the power cores. Let's see. So we've got the blobber and the starfish, which is fine. Still not a fan of the regenerating sign or the blobber here. And over here we got mama spiders. Christ almighty. God. Whatever, let's just get it out of the way. I might do a 4-island run, so let's just deal with those damn spiders. We'll save this for later because it is a tougher mission. Maybe get a power core first to get some help with it. 2 really crappy missions here. So I hope the other ones are all doable. I mean, this is fine. Less than 4 mech damage, and the conveyor belts are not bad. The conveyor belts, you know, they can be annoying, and they can also not be. Like, it just kind of depends on what the exact situation is, like how they're arranged. I find that the ones that have like a clear pattern are not as big of a deal. The ones that like actually push into buildings are a much bigger problem because it's easier to overlook those. Okay, this thing got acidified and is wasting its attack, which is great. This thing, it got a little attack there. I was hoping it was wasting its attack too, and this thing is not wasting its attack either. Okay. Well, there's an obvious move here. No, it's not. Never mind. I was thinking of pushing the snail onto the spawn, but the snail goes after this guy, so it would take some grid damage. If I could somehow get this snail here, it would actually hit this snake. But I don't know how to do that. How do we get the snail there? I mean, I could, I guess, shoot this square with artillery, push the snail down, teleport. I mean, it's a move. The question is, what are you doing and where are you doing it from? Okay, I guess we do something like this. Get the tank out. Put the tank here. Slip back here. Hit you. Push there. Oh, right, but the pushing obviates the need for me to put the snail there in the first place. Hilarious. Okay, okay, do I want to still keep on with this turn? So we've got this move, which makes that burrower go away. And then what are you doing? There's nothing for you to do, unfortunately. So I feel like this is probably a bit of a wasted opportunity. But, alright. It's fine. I mean, I don't see any major issues with it. I could just proactively put a shield on a building, but that seems a bit pointless. And there might be a better use for that shield later. So we've got 2... Oh, I forgot about this. I totally forgot I was going to actually move on the mountain, so I didn't even block a spawn. Yeah, that was definitely a terrible play. Absolutely, positively, no question about it, terrible. Oh no, this is bad situation over here. Ugh, okay. Once again, the snail is behind this thing, so it's not going to deal with it. I actually can shoot and kill this one, but I would go into the acid, which I guess is fine. How do I deal with this thing? That's a question. I mean, I can't teleport it, so it has to be... Oh, I can make another tank. I totally forgot Henry can make 2 tanks. Oh, man, that's amazing. Oh, that's a really strong use of those tanks. Okay. So, you're doing that. Okay. How am I going to deal with this? I can have the gastropod take out the spider. Okay. And then I need to somehow deal with... Oh, yeah, so I can. Alright, we'll just do that. We'll go here. Shoot and kill this thing. You can fly in there. I'm not putting a tank out, I guess, is the one drawback of this plan, but I think I'm alright with that. We'll just, I mean, I could put a tank out. I could, like, push the artillery into this just to get the tank out, but no, this seems silly. Let's just light some squares on fire. And then you're doing what? This? No, Now this is on fire to pull the spider away. The tank does not want to shoot the spider because the spider takes more damage from that one. So the tank just sits tight, basically. And we're going to move on. I got to remember this mech damage. I totally forgot about this mech damage. Completely forgot that was there. I'm doing fine with it now. The acid doesn't do damage unless I get hurt, and the artillery shouldn't get hurt, but do need to remember that. So we have another burrower, and we've got Mama Spider. Of course, we haven't seen one, so I was due. Terrified. Terrified, terrified, terrified. Ah, you're gonna acid. You're gonna web me there. You know what? That honestly is about the best thing that we could have really hoped for, because all this tank has to do now is just move, and my. Oh, it's waterlogged! Oh, jeez. Gotta remember that. That's a bit of a problem. Because if I push away this egg with my flame mech and I shoot the Mama Spider with my artillery, my teleporter can't deal with this thing. It can't teleport with it. It's immune to being teleported. I mean, I guess I could put a shield on, but I can't shield both these buildings. So either the artillery or this has to deal with Mama Spider. Oh, man, that's frustrating. Could I somehow cheat the system with a tank? Like if I go here and then flip a tank out here and then have the tank shoot in? But no, the tank doesn't work because oh yeah, I have to push my own guy into the thing. And then what? Teleport the egg. What if I teleported the egg? That's the solution, isn't it? It's to teleport away the egg. Right, so I teleport the egg. So the egg catches fire and it'll die. Now oh no, then I use my bonus move to get out of the way so this thing can step up and shoot Mama Spider. Learn my lesson from the past. You just don't want Mama Spider sitting around ever. And then you can, I'm not going to do the weird tank move because of the mission. So you're going to just light that on fire. Oh, and you can, yeah, you can push the snail onto blocking a spawn. Didn't even see that. Okay, cool. All in all, I think that worked out really well. They don't bump into each other. It works out nicely. So we got 2 snails, a 1 health burrower, and 1 new enemy, which is a scion, which gives everybody armor. That should be fine. I don't think it matters for anything that this has armor. Okay. So this is juicy. This is 5 XP here. This is a wasted attack. This is not wasted, but I mean the tank's blocking it, so it's fine. Okay, well, just a matter of where I want to get the XP. I guess we want this hunk of XP right there. And we want this. Trade places with it so it catches fire and dies. And then you can just punch the fire. Get XP for yourself. And yeah, everything's good. Less than 4 mech damage. Yep, everything's lovely. Alright, great. Love how that worked out. Okay, +1 move per Vec killed. I mean, that's fine. This one actually will kill Vec. So it's nice. I never need to really give it +1 move, I guess, at this point. Defend the train. Is that better than... Oh, defend the... We gotta do this, because it's disposal unit, which is a piece of cake. Always. Watch me, like, lose all my grid damage. So we got these moths and the burrowers. I mean, it actually is a pretty scary complement of enemies. Let's just flank it with my people that need to get up close, stick the artillery in the back, and just kind of watch what happens. Great, we got a pod. Okay, so after this, we're going to do the mission that gives a power core. Okay. Alright, I'm just hoping they all cluster back here for the disposal unit. I've actually never seen this arrangement of mountains. It still holds true to the rule of you need 2 attacks to kill all the mountains, but I've never seen them quite like that before. Okay, so... I mean, I can kill 2 enemies, either this and this, or these 2 moths. The only issue is just, this snail's not doing anything right now, so killing it's a little bit greedy, because, you know, am I going to be able to deal with the moths? Well, that's a wasted attack. I've got a damage I can cash in. This I need to deal with, which I can. And then this I can deal with as well. Okay, and I can deal with that. All right, yeah, I guess we'll go for the greedy move. Let's kill the enemies that have, you know, more health and are generally more annoying. The burrowers are super annoying. And then we will just teleport here so that this little bump does a bit of damage to him. Now, what are you doing? I could actually shoot this, but that would push it onto the pod. Okay, so yeah, we'll just back up. We'll do this. This seems a good move. Lights it on fire. It'll take a damage bumping into the mountain. And then you... Oh, that's a little annoying. I don't get to get my tank out because I... Well, I could get my tank out and do a really weird move just to have the tank out. But the problem is then... I either have to have the tank be back here where it might not be able to reach important targets later, or I need to do this where I'm acidified and that could have consequences later. Also, if I stand here, I can't even shoot the tank out to a place where it can come here and shoot me up that way. It's actually wildly awkward. Yeah. Okay, we'll just not put a tank out. Let's get some fire out here to prevent enemies being near this building, I guess. Maybe a smarter play would have been to fire this square so people don't get next to that plant. But this plant's kind of hard to get to anyways. Oh, this thing's actually on fire, so it's dead. It's dead. I don't have to even deal with this. Yes, that makes me happier about my choices. Okay, so I'm hoping they cluster up. Well, these two cluster up. Or this clusters up with some... No, it's just not happening. It's not happening at all. Okay, great. Well, okay, I think I'm just going to do this move. I'm not sure it's the right move, but we're just going to do this. So this way we can use the disposal unit to kill the two moths. This thing is going to die. This thing I want to just kill because it's annoying. And then, you know what we haven't seen yet? We haven't seen any mama spiders. So I'm going to do a bit of a weird play. I am going to dump out a tank, and all I'm doing with this tank... Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Oh, I messed up. The tank needs to go to this spawn, and my teleporter should use her extra move. That's worth it. That's stopping an extra spawn. That's absolutely worth a reset. Okay, so we go here. We teleport. We use the bonus move to block that spawn. Disposal kills these two moths. This moth is dead because it's on fire. Artillery kills the burrower. Now, I need a tank here. This spot needs a tank. So, if I go here, I can't do it because I can't drop a tank in the water. But if I go here or here, either one should be fine. I guess we'll go here. I put the tank there, and the tank has just enough movement to get there. Okay, so the tank is going to die. But I feel like it's worth it. It's using an attack to just block a spawn instead of, you know, just lighting a square on fire. Okay, now I gotta remember to use the disposal to actually destroy the mountains, because that is the mission. And basically it's just like a little game of how do I block the most spawns and, you know, get the most squares on fire. So I guess if I go here, I can go here and drop a tank. Let's go here because it's a bit more forward. Then I can use this to go there, just to drop that space on fire so anything coming out of here is on fire. Don't forget to repair that so it doesn't die. And we've already used the action for the turn. Anyone have things to do? Nope, you can just get your bonus move. Okay. Trying to be a bit more cautious because we have used up the reset. A Scion, fantastic. And Mama Spider! Oh boy. Good times, good times. Oh, love this, love this, love this so much. Okay, so unfortunately we have to use the disposal unit here. And you know what? I guess it's fine. Mama Spider, it's the last round. This thing isn't actually relevant. So we'll just, okay, I need to get the experience on this, but you're already maxed out. I need to free one of these people to be able to kill that. And the easiest way I can see of doing it is just this, so I'm just going to do that and not think about it too much. Because you can go pop. And, yeah, it doesn't actually matter. I can't kill that little spider. It's the last one left. Okay, that was great. So, we've got to decide where to put the power core. Lots of good options. Racking up that grid defense. Hey, can I get a time pod with a bonus? Hey, got a bonus. This looks awful. Alright, but it's a star. Haven't got one of those yet. Okay, so I don't need the movement because we got this adrenaline, I'm hoping. At least it's not urgent. Yeah, we're going to want the health in the tank. That seems like an easy one. because I can make 2 of these tanks with this guy, and I eventually want to get the +2 damage, but I've been blocking a lot of spawns, even having the tanks die, so I think that's worth it. Alright, let's go here. Kill 4 enemies infected with acid. We got our little acid helper. Got a mama spider. Oh, jeez. Alright, well, it's the turn order. Okay, so this goes before either of these, so it can go basically here or here. So I gotta remember, it can shoot laterally, so these squares are not safe. Oh, man. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is... Bummer. I guess I'm gonna do this. So this way, if the mama spider goes here and throws an egg there and webs my artillery, maybe there'll be someone in this lane that I can still shoot at. And I think you're actually... No, you're not safe here because the spider could go up here and shoot in the back. So I need to do like this for my teleporter to be safe. God, I hate mama spiders. And especially the alphas. They're the worst because they have so many hit points. Oh, God. Okay, so here goes nothing. So we got this situation. Alright, this is interesting. So our acid helper got webbed, which is not immediately relevant. I mean, obviously, rather that than one of my mechs, right? But it is sort of weird because if I don't infect things with acid, I can't do this mission, and there's no built-in acid, unfortunately. And we still have to deal with this. Okay, so I might need to be taking some grid damage. It's time to start looking at, you know, priorities. So this is critical because that's 4 grid damage. This is... God, I got 1, 2, 3, 4 critical things. Really hard to find time to deal with this. And I don't know if this counts as an enemy. Like, if I shoot it with acid, is it gonna count when I kill it later? I mean, I could teleport with the spider and then free my acid tank, but just that's the question, is like, am I gonna be able to avoid taking massive amounts of grid damage? This is tragically behind the burrower. If I could have shot this mama spider, pushed this over, and had it take out the burrower, that would have been amazing, but nope, it's behind. So it doesn't work, unfortunately. This thing is critical because this is where the power core is coming from. If I shoot this square with my artillery, that's the same as lighting it on fire, frankly. Ah, God. Okay. Well, this is a situation. So if I shoot this moth, it pushes the spider, it kills the moth, it pushes mama, which doesn't matter, but maybe let's just start there, because this at least allows my acid tank to get freed up while also dealing with, you know, a situation. So now this thing has to be dealt with because that's 4 grid damage, and then this thing. So I think I might just let this 3 grid damage go because I need to make the missions. And even if I didn't care about the missions, like 2 power is not as bad to lose as 4 power. The only way that I can deal with this, unfortunately, right now is to do a weird tank push move. So let's do that. We'll go here with a tank, and then we'll push like this to take it off the map with push damage. Oh, but the problem is that I have this, which I can't deal with either. Oh, well, I can. I can use my shield, which will also shield it. All right. This is just a train wreck. But all right, that's the only thing I got, so we're going to do it. And then you... I mean... Oh, man. Is there a way that I could have shot this tank out and allowed this helper... Okay, if I acidify you, do you lose acid from your burrowing? I don't remember. We're going to find out, I guess. I think maybe I should have reset and acidified that instead, because I'm concerned that I just wasted an acid. Ah, God. Alright, so we got a spider. Mama spider still active. Scion, I mean, thank God. At least it's not immediately relevant. Spider, can you please stay here? Can you please just stay here? Just stay here, Spider. Please stay here, Spider. Spider, please stay here. Spider, I need you to stay where you are. Spider, don't move. Spider, don't move. Don't move. Okay, that's acceptable. You moved, and I'm fine with that. All right. So I'm just gonna do this move. We're gonna go here, and we're gonna shoot the spider into that for the push damage, and get that to move. Is this thing acidified? It is not. However, the snail moved into the acidified space, so it kind of works. Okay. What's happening now? This is much better than last time, because we just have this one thing to take care of. I could just shoot it with artillery. It would pop the shield, and it would be on fire, and that would be enough. Okay. I could switch places with the snail so it kills the spider. The problem with that is that then, this thing can't move. I can't use a tank to get this spider to die because it's blocked on both sides, on all sides. I can only push it into the building, which is super annoying. But if I switch with the snail, then my acidify person doesn't get to put a shot on anybody this time. Okay, is there a creative move I'm missing? What if I, like, go here, put a tank out, push this into the spider with a tank, and then you do what? From here, you can't really do anything. But I mean, I could just do that. Then I have the acid helper that I can go here and acidify that. You know what? Oh, whoopsie, that's not what I want. I think we're gonna do, yeah, let's do this. So we're gonna do this move. Light this on fire. I am just gonna send another tank out right there, block a spawn, and kill Mama Spider. Let's just do this. I can do it, so I'm going to. And then I'll do this swap. So it doesn't let my acid person do anything besides that. We'll see if that actually counts. I have a feeling it's not going to count. So I'm very far behind on my mission. In fact, I'm extremely concerned about it because I only have one enemy who's... Oh, that actually counted. That actually counted. It counted when it killed the egg, even though it's not like a quote-unquote real enemy. Interesting. Okay. Oh, man. Alright, so I need to kill this snail, and I need to get 2 other things acidified. It actually can work. It's not impossible. The problem is that I can't acidify either of these burrowers and still hit them. Like, if I go here, and then I make way for it to shoot, then the artillery shot can't actually hit this, which is very awkward. You know what's cool though? This snail is gonna kill itself. It's gonna hook this mountain and fall in the water and die. So that is a plus. Okay. So is there anything that we can do here? I mean, I could go here and like do something like this. I could acid the scion. So the scion counts as one of my 4. So the snail makes 2. The scion makes 3. I just need to next turn acid one of these and kill it. I would love to just be able to acidify one of them right now. Is there a way to do that? I could go here with my artillery, shoot and kill the scion, and then teleport the tank to teleport the tank 1 square, then have it go 1, 2, 3, 4 and acidify this. But then I'm not dealing with both of these guys. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go here. We're gonna acid the scion, shoot and kill the scion, and we're just gonna go here and put both these on fire just so they leave. This thing tragically has nothing useful to do. And then you just need to get out of the way. Yeah. I can't block the spawn. Of course I want the snail to kill itself. So we'll just centralize you and call it a day. Thank you, mountain. I owe you one. And we got a moth. That could be scary. Oh, this thing popped into acid. That's helpful. So now I can maybe kill even both of them if I'm lucky. But the moth wastes its attack, which is fantastic. Okay. Oh, are you shooting in the wrong direction? That's amazing. Okay. So whoops, wrong tank. You're the acid tank. So, acid. Take a step back. And, well, who do I want this one to shoot? If I could push this moth, it would hit this for 2, which is not quite enough to kill it. And if I do any other damage on it, you know what? I don't think this is gonna happen. So actually, they're both wasting their attacks. Very interesting. So can I get a kill on one? Like if I like push the moth here and up. Okay. So we do this and this. So this moth kills that thing, and then you can still kill this thing. And then I don't think there's any way that I'm gonna kill the moth. So that is that. We got our acid enemy killing. All right, you know what? I'm happy with that. We lost 2 grid damage, which is great because there was that one preventable grid damage I took earlier, and now that won't be the only thing that ruined this run from being perfect. What do we put with our power core? I would like to get this at some point, but that seems more likely to be done at the end of the level when I just buy 3 power cores. So right now, I think what we can do is maybe up the range in the teleporter. I feel like that would be useful sometimes. I'm still not convinced that this is worth doing. I mean, you might be like, well, but Boris, if you actually upped the size on this, you know, maybe you'd actually use it more often. +1 size is kind of a huge deal. Okay, we'll try that for science. I'm not 100% convinced that that's the right thing, but we'll see what happens. And we're going to defend the train, because we always got to defend the train. Oh, geez, this mama spider, man. Oh, my God. Oh, Christ. Okay, there's just nothing. There's no way to avoid being spidered like crazy. Maybe there's a way to prevent one of my mechs from being spidered, but I don't even think there's that. Oh yeah, whoever I stick here can be immune to being spidered, because the other one can go here. Okay. Well, we'll do this and this. You can still shoot at a tank. So, like, you're useful even if you're spidered. The teleporter, I really hate to have be spidered. No, maybe the teleporter should be protected. And then the artillery can just be like, yeah, shoot a spider at me. Shoot a spider right at me, mama. Ah, it's terrible because the snail doesn't have a reason to shoot down this aisle. God, I hate mama spiders so much. Okay, what are you going to do? You're going to go for my artillery? Oh my God, that is bad, 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 bad. Oh, no. Oh my God, wait, at least it prevented the snail from doing any attacks. Hey, okay, so I can push this out of the way, I guess, but I don't want to do it. I want to get a tank out. It's actually kind of annoying the snail's here. I would have loved to put a tank here and shot up the spider. But okay, let's not beggars be choosers here. So I could teleport the egg out of the way, and then that would free up my tank to push away the snail. Or I can kill the egg with the tank and teleport the snail, and then let an enemy spawn. If I tank away the snail, yeah, I'm not going to be able to block a spawn no matter what. So I think I need to kill the snail. Either way, it kills the snail, but I need to get a tank out, and I don't want to take damage on this unnecessarily. Okay, so we'll do it like this. We'll oh no, this lets the spider be born. If I teleport it out of the way, that's fine though. Notice how helpful it is, by the way. This move. This is huge. This is like, if this is the only time that Chen's ability ever mattered, it would still be worth having Chen just for this moment where she can go whoop and not die to that train. All right, and then you have no choice. You have to do a piddly 1 damage to that thing, and it's not even going to take any fire damage. This is actually a terrible, terrible start. We still have the burrower. Mama Spider's just out there wreaking havoc. The Scion's definitely making things difficult. I'm hoping that these enemies are like land enemies who can't do anything useful with their time. Okay, this is actually fine. I can still throw a tank out. This is obviously not fine. That's fine. It's a waste. That's fine. It's a waste. This, please go for the tank. Oh, it's going for the train. Interesting. Wasn't expecting that. Okay. Well, what do we do? So I can what? I can just babysit this burrower. I could shoot like this to get the burrower out and do a damage to Mama Spider and the Scion. I'm not sure that that's necessarily better than just doing this. Oh, this isn't push. Yeah, no, I'd have to shoot. Maybe I could like kill the Scion. It hurts the Spider Mama and also gets rid of the thing. Okay, we'll see what that does. I have a reset. I'll use it if I need it. So at least no one's armored anymore, which is nice. I need to deal with the spider, actually. I do need to do that. And the tank can't maneuver around. Well, I can make a new tank. And this spider actually attacks before that one, so I don't need to do a push kill. I could actually just stick this spider here. Ah, if only I had an extra teleporter, I could teleport this egg into the water. I can't quite get there to kill the snail. I guess maybe you just... You just block a spawn? Is there really nothing useful I can do about this? Maybe what I need to do actually is... Oh, I can't teleport the mama egg into the fire for the extra damage there, unfortunately. Oh, I just made a tank and I didn't shoot with it. Interesting. Why did I make this tank? What was my... Oh, it was to push the spider. Yeah, this thing needs to push the spider. I'm trying to figure out what to do with the teleporter. Okay. Okay, I got it. Okay, what I'm going to do is just, I guess, kill the egg, because why not? Block a spawn. And do that. And let's make sure everything works. Yes, it's actually perfect. 4 kills 6, 5 kills 4. Mama Spider's still around. Well, is anything really perfect when Mama Spider's still around? Well, I could have actually pushed them into each other. So that was fine even if the turn order didn't matter. Nothing's perfect with Mama Spider and an Alpha Burrower still around. Okay, where are you going to do this? There, interesting. Not going after my 2 mechs, but instead getting my tank in the train. I'm actually perfectly happy with that. That's fantastic. And we only have 1 turn left. Okay, we survived. This is not doing anything because it got webbed. So this is just experience hunting now. Can you somehow... What do you got? 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. So we'll do this. And this to push this nail into the water and give 4 experience. 2 mech HP. Perfectly happy with that. And then you need to babysit the Burrower. And you are 2 movement shy of being able to teleport Mama into the water. I can't move the thing. I'd have to teleport the thing out, then only 1 push. Okay, yep. You know what? We're going to do this out of spite. I'm going to kill this egg. So the train can go! Ride to freedom. I believe you don't actually lose if the train gets blocked. I found out once when I was playing as I think the Frozen Titans, or maybe I'd picked up the freeze weapon on some other run, that if you freeze the train in place, it just sits there and is totally fine. It's like a cool little thing you can do, is just freeze the train in place. Make it nice and cozy. Okay, we gotta get a 9-star run here. Thank God, no Mama Spiders. Just this Leaper, which I guess is a regular spider. So we'll do that. I'll keep things out of the way of the jumper. Yeah, this is fine. Because this one moves through enemies and this one flies. If you don't have flying and you don't have, a pilot that can move through enemies, you do have to be a little bit careful about putting things up like this, because then everybody can just get blocked in and you're screwed. God. Oh, it's annoying. I can't use my tanks to push them into each other because there's a building on both sides. Whew. Okay. I need to think very carefully because this is a really tough situation. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 critical things. And it's hard to deal with them. Alright, we'll just do an obvious one just to kind of see. So this, and that. Takes out the Burrower. So now my teleporter and my artillery need to deal with this situation. If I shoot this thing, it pushes the spider into the building. But I could actually do this. So that this thing is going to hit the Burrower and not move. And then the spider will deal 3 damage, which is actually pretty great. So now I need to use my MVP step away from Chen so I can shoot here and not push my teleporter into the building. Okay, I think that actually is great. Happy with how that worked out. Pop. So I still have 2 Burrowers coming out. The spider, the boss, and a new enemy, which is a snail, which is not the worst, not the best. I guess I'm all in all okay with how that worked. Oh, that's a scary one up here. Not a lot of options for dealing with it. Oh, no, no, I needed that! I really needed this to deal with the burrower. God. Okay. So, you're not attacking? Okay. Well, alright, so I can just, let's say, make a new tank and push the spider up, so I got my artillery again. And then I can... Actually, this artillery cannot target that burrower. It can't. It doesn't have enough movement. And if I'm pushing the spider up, it can't go up here because the spider blocks the way. Well, okay, if I shoot the tank back here, push the spider down, my artillery moves here, kills... No, it doesn't kill. It hits this thing for 2 damage, lights it on fire, but then it burrows into the ground and puts out the fire. So now what I have left is my tank and a teleporter, which is a problem because the teleporter can't deal with this, and the tank can't deal with it either. It doesn't have enough movement to get up there. Okay, so we have to get a little bit creative. I can use the tank to go here, sacrifice itself, and then push my teleporter into the burrower to make the burrower go away. I then use another tank to push the spider out of the way, freeing up the artillery. The artillery does what? It shoots this. I think that's what it has to be. Okay, so we're going to go here. Push the spider. Tragically, I haven't gotten that bonus damage upgrade because that would have been nice to have. You do this, which is nice. It does kill the burrower, and it does some damage to the boss. You do this. So that's actually where it's nice that I didn't have 2 damage. Although if it had 2 damage, I could have just shot the burrower, so then that doesn't make any sense. Okay, and then, yeah, so what are we doing with this teleporter? Well, I could have actually lit the boss on fire if I'd thought that through, but okay, we'll just leave that alone. Sacrifice the tank. Can't get this. Oh, I can. I'm gonna kill this spider. I could have put the snail on fire, but I'm honestly more concerned about that 1 health spider with its webbing and its jumping than I am about the snail. Sad to lose a tank, but all in all, this is good. So now we have no new enemies. No, there's a burrower still. There's still a burrower. Crud. Okay, there's still a burrower, but the other burrower's dead. Snail's doing something. Okay. So now I can... Well, let's think about the situation. You can light both of these on fire. No, you light this one on fire and push it. Okay, I think I'm just going to do this. Let's just see what happens. I have a reset still. So that thing got moved. This thing's on fire, is going to die. And then we have the snail. Well, I can just kill the snail with a shot. You can block, and you can go here, and you can repair. Okay. Yes! Great. Love that Henry got plus 2 HP, actually, because he's about to go down to 2 HP. Wouldn't have been able to do this if he hadn't gotten the plus 2 HP. Level up upgrade. And although some disagree that this is a good thing to do, we have the much vaunted no enemy final turn. Everybody is max XP, so now it doesn't matter who gets the kills. Bye-bye. And that's that. Well, you know what? I have been very lucky, I think, with enemy movement in general in the first couple of islands when I had no other weapons besides my basic weapons. But I have not been lucky with the level ups. Adrenaline and Masochist is whatever. Technician and Adrenaline is whatever. Conservative and 2 HP. This was a good one. The other 4 are sort of weird. But you know, there's so many now with the Advanced Edition. I do think the Advanced Edition on the whole makes level ups worse. So, Popular Hero, interesting. That's actually a really good find. You can sell this for Popular Hero makes it so that you get 4 stars instead of 1 star when you sell the hero, and that's definitely better than this piece of junk. So yes, we will just take that. That actually is incredibly lucky. So now I don't know if I need a 4th island. So I don't like this. This is the worst of the lasers. No brutes. I've tried this before. I don't get it. It seems way too conditional. And then this is interesting, but yeah, we're all filled up, and I don't think I need anything else. So real question is, do I need this stupid shield, or do I want to just put these boosters on? Oh, the booster was a weapon for sale that I didn't buy. Right, okay. So, yeah, this is absolute trash. All right, anyway, let's sell this hero and buy 4 power cores. Just kind of see where we're at with it. So, yes. Note the trick, by the way. This is a +2 range, so you can, like, put in 1 take this one off to get a +1 range. You essentially have 3 +1 range upgrades for 1 power core each. I think I do want this even with adrenaline, because sometimes it's been annoying not being able to move. And, oh, I want this! God, did I just... Well, okay. So, can I get 2 more power cores? I don't think I can get 2 more power cores. Right. All right. So, I need to undo. Let's do this. I definitely want this. Now let's think about where we're at. So, I got the move, I got the +1 range. Can I get 1 more power core? No, I cannot. I can sell this for a star, and I'm at 2 stars. I'd have to sell a pilot. I don't think that's probably worth it. Okay, this is my last power core then, unless I sell this weapon. So, where's the last power core going? Alright, we're just going to make it with 3 move, and we're going to get +1 range in the teleporter. And that means that, annoyingly, we're selling this and just getting 2 grid defense. But yes, we ended up getting really filled up on power cores with that popular hero. Well, the popular hero is basically 1 extra power core. So, I think with that I actually feel comfortable going for the final boss. If I hadn't found that popular hero, I actually might have considered doing a 4th island here. Alright, so 3 movement with a webbing, 3 movement with a web, so don't want to stand here or here or here or here. This actually limits us to 4 usable squares, so let's not think about that too much. Actually, I think it's more important for the teleporter to be in position than for my flame mech. Simply because the flame mech can shoot out those tanks. So it is not as big of a deal for the flame mech not to move as it is for the teleporter. I mean, don't get me wrong. There are times when, you know, you don't get to put your tank in a good spot if you are stuck, but it's just not as bad. Okay, not loving this start. Oh, it didn't waste his attack. Okay, nobody's wasting attacks. So, we got ourselves a bona fide situation here. We got 4 critical things to deal with. This thing could have actually pushed this out of the way, but the attack order is wrong. This thing attacks before the charger, and it does hit it. I can hit it very easily, but it doesn't kill it. Oh, boy. Okay, so... is there any way that I can take out 2 threats with 1 attack? The answer is... I really don't think I don't think there is. This was the only opportunity, and unfortunately the attack order is wrong. This... I could teleport it here, push the scorpion into the grid. That doesn't do anything. Okay, so... feels bad to give up. But I think I'm taking 2 power grid damage. The question is, which way do I want to do it? I guess we'll do this, and this, because at least it blocks a spawn. And then... I did not think this through at all. Because this artillery actually has a hard time being useful. I guess I can push the digger. But then my teleporter, with 4 movement, can't reach the scorpion. Okay, so I messed this up. What I needed to do, it would appear, is shoot a tank here and push the scorpion there. Now... you can do this move, and then you can push the charger here so that at least it hurts the scorpion a bunch. Okay, well, we lose 2 grid damage, but this is like the most vulnerable one, so generally you want to lose the one that's like in the thick of the hornet's nest and is in the most vulnerable place to begin with. Hey, look at that grid defense coming in hot. Don't think this mountain should matter. Got a digger here. Alright, time to see how our fireball RNG is gonna go. Alright, that's fine. So my tank can deal with this boss. That's less fine. Not happy about that at all. That's still doing the same things, guys. Doing the same things, guys. Oh, jeez. Oh, this is so ugly. So the Scorpion's wasting its attack, but not really, because it's still threatening to kill my guy. So it basically is a critical thing. The Crab is wasting its attack, though. Okay, I'm just going to make an assumption, could be wrong, that the tank is just going to shoot and kill this. Right? I mean, maybe I shouldn't have done that, considering that I don't have a reset. Okay, now you can do what? You can, like, pull this digger out? It's interesting. So this thing didn't break. If it had broken, I wouldn't feel so bad about teleporting with the digger here and having it hurt the Scorpion. But as it is, I've only had one more move I could have, or I guess two more move. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I need one more move. I could have gone to this fireball and teleported, swapped with this. Oh, man. Well, I could actually teleport swap with the digger with my extra range here just so it wastes its attack. And then you can fire off a tank and get rid of the Scorpion. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. I don't know if this is the right play, but at least it's something. So you can push that there, and then you can teleport here so that the Scorpion will almost kill this, and then it will block a spawn, and then you can deal with this digger. How are you dealing with that digger, though? Oh god, there's no way to deal with the digger. Because it doesn't die, does it? Yeah, it doesn't die. I could of course shoot here, but that would hurt my teleporter and my tank, and the tank would then die to protect the power grid. Oh god. So I could just be like, well, you know, I was prepared to lose power grid. Let's not do a stupid move just to avoid it. I mean, I do want this tank around. But you know what? I'm gonna make the greedy move. I am going to hold on to everything. I will lose my tank. And we're going to see if we can survive another round. There's only one more round of spawns. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 enemies, but no new enemies coming on. I think maybe there's a chance that was the right play. Oh wait, is this digger gonna actually make the Scorpion die? Oh, it's perfect. It blocks a spawn and dies. Okay, so I have 3 enemies here, one of which has just 1 HP, and I still have a tank, and I have 1 more round of spawns. Alright, I think I'm okay with that play. So you're gonna charge that, of course. Okay, this is nice. If I can push it, it'll charge into the water and die. You're just easy to kill. You are not as easy to kill. Okay, so I think what I need to do is I need to teleport so that you waste your attack, and then I can MVP move out of the way so that you can step in, push the charger, so it charges into the water and dies. That leaves you to kill that, I guess. Or you can kill it, you little tanko. Guess we'll use the tank to kill it. Little hero tank feels special doing that. Smarter play, actually, I guess, would have been to go here and light the square on fire. Would have been a bit more optimal. Okay, but somehow, well, somehow, it's not exactly a mystery. Thanks to grid defense firing, we actually make it through this without taking any grid damage. This crab is a dead crab walking. I think we're going to be okay. Unless something very strange happens with this firefly and this blobber. Okay, that's fine. And that's fine. Oh my goodness. That's awesome. Alright, so we push that there. We teleport with the blobber, because screw blobbers. And then you are not even going to let this thing die to fire or a meteor. You are going to personally kill that thing. And you have a bonus move. Yeah, you're going to use that bonus move. You're going to use that move. It's a matter of principle. Blorp. You know what? I'm happy with this run. Maybe I underestimate the Flame Behemoths, or maybe I played better than usual with them, or maybe I just got lucky on the first 2 islands with enemy positioning. I do have memories of the enemies doing very dumb things and giving me a lot of flexibility in how to map out my turns, but this was a strong run. Stronger than with the squad I like better, the Steel Judoka, that's for sure. So, This shouldn't be an issue, although this pylon positioning is terrible. So maybe now I will just hilariously lose. Although you only really lose, or at least I only really lose on the final mission on hard on the unfair difficulty. On hard, it's much more of like a formality. So Crab's wasting its attack. Okay, so one move that seems very obvious is just to go here and then push the Hornet into the rock trap and have block a spawn, just because as we talked about before, it's always good to block spawns when you can with your mechs themselves. We can, well, we still have to deal with two things, this and this. It'd be cool if I could do it while also blocking a spawn with one of my mechs, but I have a feeling that's not going to happen. Actually, there is a way, isn't there? So if we step up so we don't die to rocks, go here, it doesn't mess anything up with the Hornet. Then we go here and we teleport. Now the Scorpion body blocks the Firefly. I block a spawn. So 2 of the spawns next round are going to be wasted, which is awesome. Blorp. And so what we're going to have then is a damaged Scorpion, full health Alpha, Crabs, and Firefly, and a new enemy, maybe a Scion. Oh, it's going to be a Digger. Alrighty. Well, at least there's 2 spawns that we don't have to worry about, which is nice. Okay. No wasted attacks here, unfortunately. Boy. Okay, well, my tank can go here and push this Crab. Let's just do that. That seems like a good move. Now what? I could swap places with the Scorpion, so it dies. Or with the Firefly, so it dies. I have choices. Which one of these can I deal with a tank? Can a tank deal with anything? Yes, it can. If I go here and shoot a tank back here, I'll push the Scorpion onto this fire space. So now you and the teleporter need to deal with this Firefly situation. It's awkward. Actually, this Digger is very difficult to deal with by anybody. I might have wanted to think some more about how I did things. Firefly doesn't kill it, unfortunately. Can't teleport it. Oh, brother. Okay. I think we're taking grid damage. Unless there's some way that I can shoot this rock. Does that work? If I shoot the rock? What are you doing here? Oh, you started your turn here. So if I shoot this rock, you still have your move. Okay, so if I go here, I shoot the rock like this, then I can fly here and teleport with the Digger like this, so the Firefly does kill the Digger before the Digger acts, and I can still do this. Oh, it doesn't matter. It was just dead by damage. That's fine, though. It's still good. The spawn is still gone. Yes. Okay, that works out beautifully. Blorp, blorp, and blorp. Bye-bye spawns. Bye-bye Digger. So this is a rare case where on the 3rd turn, you're actually better off than you are on the 1st or 2nd turns. Because there's only 2 enemies to deal with. Okay, lots of spawns, as to be expected. Well, one obvious move is I can just shoot kill that Crab, so let's just do that. And then I don't have enough movement with the tank to push this Firefly up into that. But yeah, so I guess the tank can block that spawn. You're not blocking any spawns, so you should kill the Firefly pushing it into a rock trap. That means you can go here and repair, and you can go here and repair. And we are going to have a 0 enemy final turn on this final mission. And the bomb never took any damage. Well, the tanks, the push tanks with conservative, it's a good thing. It's a good thing with any squad. It's a nice little combo. Any squad that you ever have, if you get a pilot with conservative and you can get a push tank, it is really good stuff when you can get the plus health and the plus damage on that tank, because those tanks are very useful. And also the acid tank is good, because you need a power core upgrade for the acid tank to get a push, but it's about the same thing. I think the tanks that we got here that do 2 damage in a push for 6 power cores are better than the ones that do acid in a push for 4 power cores. I think the 2 damage is worth it. Although, depending on the squad, acid can be almost as good as 2 damage. It doesn't do the damage immediately, but if you ever hit the enemy, the acid is effectively, you know, X damage, where X is the incoming damage of an attack. So, like, if you acidify an enemy and hit it for 2 damage, then the acid effectively makes it well, the acid makes the enemy take 4 damage, so it's kind of like the acid added 2. Anyways, I don't know why I'm blabbing about that. The point is, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and or subscribe, and I'll see you again soon for one of the last 2 original squads. Take care.